Hey, what's up YouTube? How y'all doing? It's your boy Zaman back with another video. Before I start this video off, I do want to say Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed it, whether you spent it with family, friends. And I feel like 2024 went by really quick, at least for me. Obviously, some people may feel different, but I feel like it went by really fast. But, you know, we're in 2025. I hope blessings for everyone watching this video in general. And before I start the video, I just want to, say that for y'all. So, hope you're having a great day. I know I haven't uploaded in like a week, but I took like a little mental reset, mental break. We should be back uploading again consistently, as well as streaming on Twitch, so let's get it. And I thought, you know what, for 2025, why not do an updated Johnny breakdown? I haven't done a Johnny guide probably in like 8 months. I don't know who's still playing this game, to be honest. Like, I don't know if y'all are still playing this game. No, not to bash the game, I'm actually curious if people are still playing this game or moved on to other things. But I've been taking a break from the game. To be honest, I haven't really been playing it that much. I've actually been revisiting MK11, obviously with my last video, and just playing that a little. But play what you want, honestly. Like, I do want to make a video comparing the gameplay, because going back to play MK11 and coming back to play this game, or just seeing how this game plays, I actually do want to make like a little discussion video on that if you guys are interested. But why not start the new year off with an updated Johnny breakdown? I haven't done one in a while. Probably gonna name this video like most nerfed character, because this character has been nerfed pretty much the most in this game, other than maybe Peacemaker, I'd say. I'm not gonna count Homelander, because Homelander realistically received like 2 nerfs, and that's it. But every other top tier, like Sindel, has received barely. I don't think she's received a nerf. Tanya did get nerfed, actually. She probably received the most nerfed. She probably got nerfed the hardest, other than PM. But when I say most nerfed, well, we'll see what the title is. 'Cause, people get mad at titles for some reason, even though I just use it to get engagement. But yeah, we'll get to it. So, why not? Man, it's actually funny because when it comes to Johnny, obviously you guys know I've been taking a break from the game. I've voiced my issues with the game, the meta, all that. But realistically, I haven't really had there hasn't really been a purpose to compete in this game since Final Kombat, obviously, which was like 6 months ago. I went there, got 7th. Come on now, could have got higher, but I suck. Actually, no, my controller sucks. But I haven't really had a purpose to play, obviously, other than like content creation or just streaming. And the game, the meta has been kind of, after finals you had the whole Homelander era, so I did not want to play. But yeah, it's funny because every time people think I dropped Johnny just because I stopped playing, I just stopped playing the game. And whenever I do get on the game, I play characters, different characters. I don't just play Johnny, because if I just play Johnny, he's always gonna be my main for tournaments, because that's just my favorite character in MK. But if I'm just streaming, playing Kombat League or whatever, I'm not gonna just play Johnny because I'll get bored. I can't just play one character in Kombat League. I'm not wired like that. I get bored. So. Yeah, let's do an updated Johnny breakdown, for y'all, as a little New Year's gift, if you guys are interested in. Johnny, just like, since we've known, he's a great character up close, thrives up close. His mid-range game is pretty weak. Full screen game, pretty non-existent. So, he wants to get in your face and beat your ass, basically. This character's bonds are still some of the best up close. Stand 1 plus 4, stand 2 plus 4, stand 4 plus 5. So his standing bonds ridiculous. He has one of the few probably the only 9-frame mid in the game, right? Yeah, the only 9-frame mid in the game with 4-3. This is a great string to hit, no gap in this, so it's fully confirmable. So bam bam. You can confirm into EX Rising Star, Kameo, whatever it is. So whatever it is you see fit, you confirm into it. And the full string is pretty safe as well, so if you see them get hit and you're too late to hit confirm, you can actually do stuff like that. And so 4-3, 4-3-2, this string, your God string. Now that's great for checking. Now if you want to catch people moving, your best string is forward 1-2. Now forward 1 is also plus on block, plus 3, which is your 4-3 is 9 frames, so this jails actually. And forward 1-2 is a fully hit confirmable string as well. This is -4 on block, so if I think you're gonna backdash, I can catch you moving with this. I get a full combo off of this as well. So, pretty much his buttons to catch you. He wants to get in your face and just pressure you, which is why forward 3 is the best check in the game. And forward 1 is a great string to catch you moving. Like for example, if I think Rain's gonna back up, forward 1. You know, I'll try to catch him with forward 1. Now in terms of his whiff punish buttons, you could whiff punish pokes with forward 3, but you gotta like really look out for them, or you're gonna get clipped. But back 3 is actually a great button. So back 3 is 10 frames, and this is actually a great anti-air as well. So if they jump at you, you can actually anti-air them back 3 if you're in decent range. Get a full combo off of that. This is also pretty much your main whiff punish tool, to be honest, other than like forward 1. Because if you see like a Rain whiffing, for example, I can do that, right? If I see a Rain whiffing, I'll be like that. That's pretty much your main whiff punish button, other than forward 1 2. So back 3 is like your standing, it's like your stationary react. So if I see him whiff a poke, I can be like, oh, you whiffed? Bam. Because it is 10 frames. So great button. It is punishable on block, so don't just throw it like an idiot or you're gonna get killed. You know, if you just throw it like this, full punish. It's minus 13? Yeah, it's minus 13. Full combo. So don't just throw it out, but it's a great button to check. And yeah, forward 1 2, the enders are great as well. Forward 1 2 3 is fully gapless. The reason Johnny strings are so good is because obviously the frame that on them, and the fact that they're all gapless, meaning he doesn't have to worry about armor gaps. So I can do this whole string without having to worry about armor. I just have to worry about armor when he's doing like stand 1, forward 3, or like this type of pressure, you know. But these type of strings, like this string and this string, are completely gapless. Now another main string of his is, oh yeah, in addition to the forward 1 2 string, the reason it's really good is because it does the meterless launch as well. So gives a meterless launcher, they can full combo. And probably his second main string, I'd say his best string is definitely forward 3. His best chase string is forward 1. His best stagger string is 2 1. Now stand 2 is plus 4, 2 1 is minus 1, 2 1 4 4 is minus 6, and 2 1 2 is also a meterless launcher that is safe on block. But you could actually, there is an armor gap in this, and you could up block it. So you know, sometimes people try to make hard reads and up block. So if you think, bam, I'll block that. But there is a mind game to that, to where if I think you're gonna up block, I stagger this. This 2 1 stagger is great. Like, this is a great stagger right here. So great string to throw out, and if they get auto shimmied, which they probably won't because this is not a real auto shimmy, but if they do, in the corner you get really good damage. So if you manage to get, if I land this in the corner, I can get like, oh, great damage. Like if this is 1 bar, for example, bam, 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 bam. 1 bar 42, and this also leads to your hype routes. That's where you get like the crazy hype routes as well. So 2 1 2 is a great string. This is like your main punish string as well. So if Rain does something punishable or whoever, you punish with this, and then you get a full combo. For example, right? So 2 1 2, your main punish string and your main launcher. 4 3 2, your 9 frame mid. So if they're mashing or you want to check something, throw this out, confirm, full combo. If you want to catch a backdash, forward 1 2. And if you want to whiff punish, you can do either forward 3 if you're very sweaty, or back 3 is like your main whiff punish button. And off back 3 you can do like bam, bam, 2 1 2, like this. Depending on the cameo you have. And I'll go over the cameo as well. His down 1 is actually a pretty good down 1 as well. You know, it punishes every down 1 in the game. Shouldn't have really a problem punching down 1s. His sweep is actually really good too. His sweep is, I think, neutral on block. Oh, it's plus 1. So actually, yeah, close up is neutral, with range is plus 1. Now the sweep is good because there's a mind game after it, because since it's kind of neutral on plus 1, I can poke after it or mash. But if I think, the reason I think his sweep is very good is because I always catch people backdashing after this, because you know it's neutral and they don't want to play that mind game because Johnny's up close buttons are better. So if I sweep, sometimes people will back away, and I'll read that, and then that's where you use forward 1 2 to catch it. You know, so Johnny's all about like really predicting your characters, your opponent's reactions to your your strings, seeing how they react to your staggers and all that. So, because Johnny, to be honest, he doesn't really have. He's not a mix-up character. I don't have an overhead I can throw out. I'm not like Havoc. I can't mix you. I can't TOD you. I'm not Natara. I'm not flying in the air 24/7. Which is why I always say Johnny is the most honest top tier out of all of them. He's still very good. He's probably not top 5 anymore. I haven't done a tier list in a while, so I'd say he's probably still top 10. But I'd say he's like 7 to 10, 8 to 10, that range, because there are characters that are way better than him now for sure. And even if you hate Johnny, you can't debate that. But yeah, like Johnny, he's just very good. Like he's a solid character. His close-up game is amazing. His range game is good too. Like here, he doesn't have the best buttons, but the reason he doesn't struggle is because he has Shadow Kick, and EX Shadow Kick is like one of the best reactionary, one of the best reactionary special moves to projectiles or whatever. And depending on the Kameo you're using, like if I'm using Movado, I can do Shadow Kick in a Movado and get a full combo. So Shadow Kick is like the reason he's not that bad at this range is because he has Shadow Kick. And he can also punish like projectiles with this. This is very active. I'm not punishing that, but with some projectiles he can duck and punish. So yeah, Shadow Kick is great. And yeah, like I said, he's not mixing you. He's pretty much a strike throw character. He's either grabbing you or he's striking you. So I'm not hitting you with an overhead. My fastest overhead is 28 frames. I'm not hitting you with this. I don't have a low starter. So you're not getting 50-50. This character is just about catching your timings, catching you in neutral, and just pressuring you. So this is why I say he's probably one of the hardest, probably the hardest top tier to play, to be honest. Like I don't think there's really a top tier to play that's harder than him. If you're looking at all the top tiers, maybe other than the Ermac, I don't think there's really a harder character to play than him. Noob has a good skill gap to him too. So like Noob, Ermac, and Johnny are probably the top 3, like most technical characters to play. But I don't think Johnny isn't as broke as Noob and Ermac. So even though they are on the same level, they get way more reward if you learn how to play them than you get with Johnny. Because obviously Ermac is grab comboing you, auto shimmying you. Anytime he touches you, he's doing 50-60%. And Noob is just literally mixing you to death and putting you in set play situations over and over again. So Johnny is just catching your timing. That's basically what he's doing. But he's very good at doing that, obviously. Now, other strings I missed, I think that's it. He has 434, which is also a really good launcher to throw out there. You can do this if you have no bars or cameos. Throw this out and get a full combo off of this. This isn't used as much nowadays, but it's still pretty good. You still get nerfs routes like that. Yeah. So basically, when you're in play neutral, his movement is the best in the game as well. So that's why his buns are great, because his movement is also really good. My movement is crusty because I haven't been playing the game, but his movement is really good. So when you mix his movement up with sweep, forward 1-2, or check people with this button. So you see right off the bat, like I don't have anything, like I have Shadow Kick, but that's it. I don't really have anything to skip neutral with. So I really this character really just forces you to have good neutral to play him. If you don't have good neutral with this character, then probably gonna struggle, I can't lie. But yeah, that's basically his buttons. When it comes to specials, he has Nut Punch, which is actually one of the best combo enders in the game. It's plus 40, meaning you get a safe jump off like most of your routes. And some characters they can armor, but you can OS most characters' armor. So for the most part, you're getting a safe jump. You bam, 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 and then you get a safe jump. So great combo ender. He still has his parry. Now this parry isn't used as much because they nerfed it. Before it used to be way faster, but now it starts up at like frame 5, and it has way more recovery, and you can't hold it anymore. Meaning, if somebody does parry, there's no mind game to it anymore where they can hold it or let go right away. If you just see parry and you're blocking, you get a guaranteed punish every time now. So parry, I'll be honest, whenever I play this game, I don't use parry as much anymore. It's still useful because it's still a 5-frame parry, but it's not. You're basically saving your bar for EX Shadow Kick, most of the time, or you're saving your bar for breaker. So, or you know, EX Rising Star. So using your bar on parry nowadays, it's not the best just because it got nerfed. He has these specials which build up his hype star, and hype is very good. So I'll talk about that. And you know, Rising Star is his launcher. Full combo off of that. And Shadow Dash is actually really good because you can do it in block strings, meaning if you're in a corner, for example. So if I'm in a corner against rain here, and I want to get out, I can do like forward 1 and get out the corner. So Shadow Dash is a great corner escape. When it comes to anti-zoning, it's not the best, but it's great for like, you know, trying to get out the corner. And Shadow Kick we went over. Hype is how you activate, and it's also an emote to get more hype. And this fadeable is actually very good as well. Probably one of the best fadables in the game. Obviously you can do it in a combo, meaning if I just hit you, I can get great damage. This is like his main launch. Anytime you land a hit, you can do EX Rising Star Stand 4. This is like his most damaging fadeable combo right here. Or, you know, I can do a 4-1-2. Quickly confirm that. I can do it off. You actually can't do it off of this. You can do off forward 3. You can do off 2 for 1. Okay, Fatal Blow is great, and it's also a parry, meaning if I'm playing Rain, I'll set Johnny to wake up parry actually. So if I knock him down and I mess up my meaty, this is like, I'm pretty sure this starts up like 1 frame. So if I mess up my meaty by like an inch, like right there, I'm getting parried, right? You can kind of tell if you're gonna get parried based on the animation, obviously if you pressed. So if I, like right there, I got parried. But if I read he's gonna parry, then I can do stand 1. And that's gonna stuff it right there. Oh no, never mind. So you gotta be on point. So if you're not on point, you'll get parried. And pretty much. But if you think he's gonna parry, the safest thing to do is just to obviously block. And if he lets it go, it's minus 80. But he can actually dash out of this. So if I'm playing Johnny and I see you blocked it, I can hold it. And when his belt flashes, it becomes unblockable actually. But obviously you can just walk out the range. But at any time here, he can shadow dash. But you know, if you see him parry, obviously you're not in the range to get hit. So you know he's either gonna let the hit go. If he lets the hit go, he's dead. So 100% they're gonna shadow dash. So you just wait for that, and then he gets gleamed. It is pretty fast though, so you gotta be aware of it. You gotta be staring at the character. There you go. So his fatal blow is really good. Yeah, let's get to his cameo. So this character gets a lot of different options. Johnny, honestly, I've said it. He has one of the best designs in MK1 because he pairs well with so many cameos. And when I look at a character's design in this game, I look at like if your character can pair with a lot of cameos, meaning even if they have a clear best cameo, they still have this option or this option or this option. I think that means your character has good design. Like Shao, for example, can pair with 5 different cameos. So that's why I think Shao has a great design. Even Rain. Rain goes well with a lot of cameos. He has Janet, he has Sub, he had Cyrax. Like Rain is also goes with a lot of cameos. Same with Ermac, you know. Those characters have great designs in my eyes. But then you got characters like Scorpion, where you're just doing back 3 fair or down 3 chainsman, where I think that design is like very bad. But yeah, Johnny has the leisure of, you know, he's able to pair with a lot of cameos. And depending on the cameos you're picking, it changes. Actually, before I go over the cameos, let me go over the hype. So when you go hype, if you guys don't know how this works, you start off with no star. Let me remove the frame meter so you can see it. So you start off with no star, and anytime you do an emote like this, or you do a shadow kick and it hits, or a nut punch, whatever it is, you build up a little hype. Now, you're never really gonna have hype in the first round unless you're playing a cameo that lets you get free hype, which I'll show. But most of the time, if you're playing a you know, with a cameo that just gives you something other than like good hype build, you're pretty much gonna build at the end of the round because you're able to do like this, And then in your combos, while you're doing those hits, you probably do like one of these. And then you see like, the more combos you do, the more bar you build. So when I'm landing all these hits, I'm building, you know, I'm building the star. And at the end of the round, the best thing to do if you're 100% sure the shadow kick is gonna kill is if you do shadow kick and press L2, it builds up pretty much like 70% of your hype meter, right? So if you do bam, and the round's about to end round 1 with this, and you get hype. Now when you have hype, Johnny, like this is, I think this is such a sick feature. I will say, I going back to MK11, I do miss Johnny's force balls, because Johnny's force balls were like, you know, the whole green aura that Johnny had and the force balls. I really like that aspect of the character. But hype is also pretty cool because it gives him like a, anytime a character has like a special that, you know, it's like different from his base toolkit, it's kind of cool. So the hype gives you free EX special moves, meaning your nut punch, EX nut punch, by the way, I forgot to mention, is 2 bars and fully invincible. Depending on the Kameo you're playing with, you get a full combo. But you know, it's not used as much because it's 2 bars and it's hard to combo it. Or the hype, you get EX everything, right? So you get free EX nut punch, meaning if they try to do anything other than grab you, they're getting hit by this mid. That means you get free rising star as well, so you get free, you know, free EX rising star. You get, and you can, the coolest part about this is you can loop these special moves. Obviously, a lot of you know this already, but you know, this is just in case people don't know how the hype works. You can loop his special moves, so you can do up to 3 specials in one sequence. And you can change up the timing of it as well. So I can do bam, bam, bam. Or I can do bam, dash. Or I can do bam, bam, parry. So I can basically do 3 specials in a row in any order. And it can be different specials. It could be this, that, whatever it is, right? They can actually cancel the cameos as well. So let's say I have something like, I'm playing Chameleon right now. Let's say I have Jade Glaive. I can do shadow kick, Jade. So that's +3 right there, off of 2 shadow kicks. So this is like his comeback potential slash, you know, high damaging into. So I can do it in the corner as well. So if I land this, bam, you know, I can, like, that's 42% meterless. I can continue. So the cool thing is there was a bug where it didn't let him, but anytime you do, you can only do 3 in a row. And when you do 3 in a row, you basically can't do any more specials, right? So what people do is, like, if I'm doing a combo, I'll do 2 nut punches or whatever it is. Like I'll do bam, 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 and then dash, and I get a full combo like that. I had a combo off of that, as you see. So, but the cool thing is the Kameo, doing a Kameo move actually resets your 3 count. So if I do, you know, nut punch, dash, I can't dash again. You see it reset. But if I do nut punch, dash, like, bam, Kameo, you see how, like, it kind of reset? You can only do 1 dash in a combo, I'm pretty sure, by the way. But you see how it, like, resets the counter to where I can do more nut punches? So the Kameo actually resets. So yeah, hype is like, you definitely want to build up hype whenever you can. It's very important. It's a great comeback mechanic as well. So like if you're down on life lead and you want to make up something, you do bam, bam, and you can actually cancel from the animation into the special. So you can do bam, bam, bam. Or you do hype, do Kameo if you want, you know, hype and then bam. And if you land this in the corner, by the way, you get a combo, which is cool. So let's say they do like projectile. So you see like how you, this is how you like kind of get a full combo, Jade, reset, do that again. So you basically see the craziness you can do with hype. So yeah, hype is actually such a cool feature for Johnny in this game, and that's basically how it works. But now that we covered hype, let me get to his Kameo. So Johnny's best Kameo is probably still Chameleon, and this is for like his overall matchup chart, which I haven't done in a while. I don't even remember what his matchups are. Chameleon is still his best one. Whenever people ask me, I still say Chameleon. So the reason Chameleon is best is because Jade Glaive, you know, every Psycho Chameleon gives Johnny something great, right? So that's basically how it works. So if I'm on Jade, for example, what this gives me is it gives me first it gives me a projectile, right? So since Johnny already has great movement, whenever he's moving, you don't expect a projectile, but he can still shadow kick you. Now I get a mid, and if this hits you, I get a full combo. So I get a great projectile that I could just throw out there, free damage, and then I also get block pressure. Now this is +3, and my forward 3 is 9 frames. So if I do this, and I try to jail you, you know, because this jails, but if you try to poke here, it'll actually trade, or I'll actually just jail you. If you have a, if you have a 6 frame, this will trade, and even if you trade, I get a full combo. But most of the time, this will jail, because that's +3, and I'm doing 9 frames, so that's 6 frames. If you don't have a 6 frame down one, you can't stop that. And even if I mistime it, it trades, and I get a full combo. So this makes his pressure up close even stronger, because he has a +3 J-Glaive he can hit and jail you into. And it just makes his neutral strong. And obviously it helps with counter zoning too, because he can turn on the glow. So that's what that gives him. Katana actually gives him, you know, obviously you can play like an idiot if you want. You can do the down one rising star into lift. So if they're not expecting it, you can do this, get out of there, shadow kick and a lift. I'll punch in the lift, whatever it is, right? You also get meterless combos with this, so I could do this. So I don't have to spend a bar on that. And I also get a grab combo, which is a great thing of this. So whenever I have Katana, they have to worry about a back grab combo. So I can do that, bam, bam, bam. And you'll see that every time you land a back grab combo with Jade, you're pretty much almost going to switch to Melina. I mean, you can manually switch it, but you're going to switch like based on just the timing by itself, because of how long the combo is. When you're doing this combo, do that. So that's 20% meterless off a grab combo. And that's what Katana gives you. And Melina, oh yeah, it also gives you EX Nut Punch. Like I said, with some cameos you get an EX Nut Punch. So if I have Katana, I have 2 bars, and you're not aware, I can do that, which is really good. And then also I have Melina. Now obviously I don't have a low starter, so the raw ball roll isn't gonna be that strong. But the reason this is so strong for him too is because he gets a lot of damage. So anytime I do like, I can do this. So if I just hit you, the reason I think Chameleon is so strong is because in all 3 cycles he gets meterless damage. So if it's Jade, I get this. If it's Katana, I get this. If it's Melina, I get ball roll launch. So you're getting meterless damage off of every single one. And his combos also actually do like way more damage. So I did like, you saw how much damage I did extra, right? And obviously, if you're not aware and I just want to hit you for free, like if you're really not paying attention, I always have this to do. So, but the reason this is also really strong is because his forward grab, now even though it does 9%, it's +31, and this can loop into each other. So if you're scared of a mid or ball roll, whatever it is, I can just grab you again if you're not expecting it. Now you could tech it, but it's very scary because I could just do that, or you know, shimmy you, or try to shimmy you. So it's pretty scary to deal with this. So I basically call these free grabs, and that's 18%. And since you're blocking overhead the whole time, I also get a free sweep. So Chameleon is cheap in its own way. It just gives Johnny a lot of utility, which is why I think it's the best. But other than Chameleon, he has Kung Lao, which is really good still. You know, you just put Lao Hat down. This helps you skip neutral. This also helps you set up like harder blockables. This also, you know, you get like little pressure here and there. It's not really real pressure because he has this, or he has this. You can fuzzy it, but you can throw people off with that. And this is basically like his help me get in variation. And it still has harder blockables like that. And Lao also gives him 950 health, which is a good, important thing to mention. Johnny's health has been nerfed multiple times. Actually, no, one time. But the problem is most of his good cameos give him -50 already. So since his health is 950 at base, all his cameos give him -50. So he's running around with 900 health, which I do not like at all. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's what Lao Hat does. Pretty basic. You also get like meterless combos like this. You get some cool niche combo like this as well. You know, if you just want to be stylish. But that's what Kung Lao basically does. Actually, the new move he got was pretty cool. This move. Problem is you can't combo off like mainly other than this string. I can do stuff like this. pretty cool. But you're not really gonna use that move a lot. You're mainly using that for the hat, the low hat. Movado is, so when I use Johnny or think of using Johnny, I think you pretty much split it into two cameos. Chameleon is like your main cameo for pretty much most of your matchups. But if you're not doing Chameleon, then Movado is great for matchups where you need Shadow Kick or just a reactionary move, like a good armor. So against like what character? Against like maybe Liu Kang, any character that is like zoning you out, or if Shadow Kick is really good in a matchup, I think Movado's a wave. So like, for example, any matchup where like Shadow Kick is great to react to stuff, anytime you do this, you get a full combo of Shadow Kick, which is really good. Movado also helps you, you know, you have this move. He also gives you meterless combos, which is really good, so I can do like bam, 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 bam. So he has good meterless damage. He gets conversions off anything. If you get hit by this string, or if you get hit by this string, not expecting the last part, full combo. So it gives you damage off basically anything. Grab combos you don't really get with this character. You can do this. That's not the strongest. You know, it's here if you want it. But yeah, mainly this cameo is just used for, the main purpose of this cameo is just for Shadow Kick EX. So anytime you need a matchup where you need to react to a Shadow Kick, bam, full combo. So this is a great team as well. But yeah, I pretty much think you should split Chameleon for most matchups and Movado for matchups where you might need him. Other good, he goes, like I said, this character goes well with a lot of cameos. Motaro's decent, Serena's decent. I actually think Sonya is pretty decent as well, because the leg grab, and the Sub-Zero is actually a pretty good one too, because Sub-Zero got buffed. So remember when I said you can build up hype with some cameos instead of just saving it for, like, you know, last round? So if I land a combo with Sub, do this, load up that, and I just load up half in one combo, right? There's actually a combo route where you can load up the whole hype meter with this team. I just don't know the route. But he gives you that. He gives you meterless conversions. He also gives you, you know, like, you can cancel this, and block pressure, and he also gives Johnny a parry, because, you know, like I said, Sub-Zero got this new move, and you kind of get like a parry plus range. This team is actually really fun. And this is probably the most fun Johnny team that I've played with recently. But aside from those two, he actually this actually complements his hype route too, because now, because of this, you can kind of cancel that. Actually do stuff like this in the corner, which is really cool. So you can do like, let me set him to not block. But this could be like my cameo extender, right? So I could do bam, 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 bam. You see how that resets? And then continue the combo. So he gets cool hype routes, and you're gonna have hype with this team. You're pretty much setting up hype off anything, so I could do like this route. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. So you see how crazy the routes can get with this character and this team. But yeah, aside from that, you know, he has Darius, which is actually a cool team. Some people play Pharah, some people play Frost. Goro is still, you know, you get down 1 DP, block pressure, Shadow Kick combos as well. Janet gives you back grab combos. Kano is still pretty decent, but there's better options. But yeah, your main cameos are Chameleon for most matchups, and Movado, and probably Sub for the other ones. So I'd say Chameleon maybe like 60-70%, and Movado and Sub is like split in half. And Kung Lao for some matchups too. It really just depends on what you're comfortable with and what you find best. But Chameleon, overall speaking, is the best. But yeah, that's the Johnny breakdown. I know this was probably a long video, but you know, part of New Year's, I kind of want to give you maybe a little gift. Thank you guys once again for always supporting the channel. I appreciate y'all, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment on what you want to see next, and definitely stop by the streams on Twitch. Stream at Xombat NY, so stop by. I know a lot of you have been stopping by, so I appreciate it. And once again, Happy New Year's to everyone. Hope you all enjoy the video. Y'all have a great day, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, me.